Been 1 year, but activists in Sacramento say there's still a lot of work to be done to keep our community safe. With me now live, activist Leah Shank, founder of Impact. And Leah was one of the first people on the ground after all of California learned about the deadly chaos on K Street last year. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What are you feeling looking back after a year about what this day meant to the community?
Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. A lot of pain, a lot of suffrage, a lot of anger, and a lot of questions as to what now. Are we safe? Are we safe on the streets of Sacramento? Can families go out? Can they feel comfortably going out? And then the pain that the families are left with. Today is a day that they have to relive everything that happened a year ago today, and it's heavy.
You did work very closely with many of the families touched by this tragedy. How are those families doing 1 year on? What have they shared about the response of the city?
Well, they're not doing well. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, this is just a horrible day for them to have to remember where they were when they got the phone call. And the first year is always difficult. That's the first birthday they don't have their loved one, first Christmas, first everything. And so they're not doing well. This is a difficult day for them, as to be expected. As far as their response, I can tell you the families I worked with were very disappointed in the response and the lack of response from city officials, from community organizations, from just community members in the time that these family members really needed their support, and they really didn't get it much.
We saw the city of Sacramento add extra lighting and extra patrols to the K Street corridor after this incident. $4 million were allocated for anti-violence programming. Has enough been done? Have the right things been done to ensure safety?
We can't say that the right things have been done when people are still losing their lives every day. $4 million is a lot for just lighting. So I'd like to know what was allocated for that $4 million. I'd like to know what is really encompassed in that dollar amount. But no, I mean, as long as we're still losing bodies on the grounds here in Sacramento, well, then we haven't done enough. That means that we have more work to do.
Those under arrest for the killings of the innocent bystanders in this incident are gang affiliated, according to investigators. Being out there in the community, what's been your understanding of what impact this tragedy has had on those kind of activities and the perception maybe of gang activity in Sacramento, people wanting to be in that life? Do you have a sense of that changing at all?
No, those things are never going to change when the systematic effects on our communities don't change. These were human lives that were lost. And I think there's a bigger picture when it comes to our communities. There's always some type of negative response as far as why things happen. You have mass shootings and shootings all the time that happen in other communities, and they never get the same response. So we're not here to criminalize those that have been lost. We're not here to talk about what they were affiliated with and what they weren't, because that really doesn't matter. Their lives mattered, and they should be here today. And that's what's most important.
And what message do you want to get out of tonight's vigil for those killed and harmed by what happened on K Street last year?
That we have a problem in this nation and in the city with gun violence. Gun violence is plaguing our community, and lives are being lost. Innocent lives are being lost. And that's really what we need to discuss, because that's a problem. And it's not going to stop unless we make changes that are necessary to stop it. But those lives should all be here. All 6 of their lives should be here. They mattered. They had lives. They had children. They were husbands, and they have families that greatly miss them today.
Why do you think that's a conversation that's so hard to get started?
I think people don't want to be accountable. People don't want to make the ultimate change that we need in our communities to make these things go away. And it's such a big problem that I just think that so many people don't want to deal with it, because, for one, they're not affected by it. When it doesn't hit your front doorstep, then you're not affected by it. Therefore, you don't want to make the necessary changes, because it just doesn't have anything to do with your personal life. But this all happened on the streets of Sacramento. We're all responsible. All of us, those that do this work, those of us that just are here for basic humanity, we're all responsible, and we all have to be part of the conversation.
And again, this gets started tonight at 6 o'clock, the vigil?
Yes.
And that's going to be right at 10th and K, or?
Yes, 10th and K. That was the request of the families. 10th and K tonight at 6 o'clock. We will be out there. We'll have some city officials out there. We also have other families that have lost their children due to community gun violence as well.
We know a lot of people have called for healing after this for the entire year. So hopefully this will be another moment of that for the community. Leah Shank, thank you so much.
Yes.